Sleep is one of the biggest issues that I run into both with the active duty population and with veterans. So I want to do a quick video on how you can get better sleep. Not next week, not next month, but tonight. Hey, I'm Dr. McCleary, licensed clinical psychologist and Navy veteran, and I make mental health videos for veterans. If you're wondering about my facial hair and why Dr. McCleary currently looks like a bum, yes, I am bringing the beard back, but I'm in a transitional stage right now. All you guys with beards know what I'm talking about. The military can mess with your sleep a lot of different ways. And some people immediately go to things like PTSD. But that's not really what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is you're just working. When you're in the military, especially when you're on deployment, those whole get 8 hours every night don't always work like that. Sometimes you gotta get waking up in the middle of the night. Sometimes your night is your day. We have something in the Navy called port and starboard watch. And basically what this means is you're on for a set amount of time, such as 6 hours. And then you're off for 6 hours. During that off hours, you need to eat, shave, go to the bathroom, and probably do some other job. Oh, and find some time to sleep during that time too. And then you go back to work. A common port and starboard watch is 6 hours on, 6 hours off. You may can imagine how that might mess with your sleep a little bit. If you're coming fresh off deployment and you haven't slept 8 hours at night for 6 months, 9 months, a year, then guess what? It's going to take a little bit of time to rework your sleep pattern. But you can still sleep better tonight. And I want to give you some of my tips to do just that, starting right now. My first tip for you on a road to better sleep is to exercise. Hopefully you're doing this already, but exercise has a ton of benefits. But one of the main benefits that exercise has is not only is it easier to fall asleep when you've exercised that day, you often get better quality of sleep. So put on your running shoes, hit the pavement, go pick up some heavy things. Exercise will help you sleep better. My second tip for you is don't take a nap today. Even though you're going to be tired. You might get tired in the middle of the day. You eat a heavy lunch. You might get tired. You might get tired after work, want to take a little nap. Don't. And yes, I just knife-handed you. A big problem for a lot of people that have trouble sleeping at night is their mind starts going as they start to slow down for the night. So they're good throughout the day because they're busy.
But when things start to slow down, they start to get ready for bed.
Now their mind starts going into all these type of scenarios and all these type of thoughts that they haven't had time to do or time to think about during the day. Or maybe they even have been actively avoiding them during the day. I got something for you too. So if this is your issue, of your mind starts racing, start thinking about a lot of things, what I want you to do is actually focus on something else. A common thing that I encourage people to do prior to bed is to pick up these old things called books and do a little bit of reading. And what you want is something that's interesting enough that you'll actually pick it up, but not interesting enough that is going to just take you further and further, and you want to stay up so you can read that book. What this is going to do is it's going to focus you, and it's going to slow you down. And what you want when you're about to go to sleep is to slow down and to not have all of those thoughts racing. Try it out. Stay to the end of this video, and I'm going to give you a bonus tip on how you can get better sleep tonight. My next tip might sound obvious, but for some people it's not. Don't drink caffeine before bed. Actually try to back off the caffeine several hours before you actually try to go to sleep at night. And if you need to, cut it all out. If you're thirsty at night, think about drinking some room temperature water. It'll also slow you down, get you ready for bed. My last tip is something that many of us are guilty of, and that's all the screens that we look at. So when you're getting ready for bed, try to limit your screen time. And yes, that means TV, your laptop, your tablet, and especially your phone. These lights indicate that it's daytime. And you know what your body says? All right, well, I guess it's time to stay up. Limit your screen time an hour, maybe more than that, before you go to bed. And if you use an alarm on your phone, like I do, go ahead and set that an hour or even more before you actually go to bed, so your phone's not the last thing that you look at tonight. If you stayed to the end of this video, awesome. Bonus tip time. Your bed is like any other piece of furniture in your house, but you want to associate your bed with two things. One, sleeping. And two, maybe you can figure that one out. If you do your studying in your bed, if you watch TV in your bed, if you do all types of things on your bed, jump on it, now you've associated your bed with a lot of different things that are other than sleep and sex. So now when you go to bed, your body doesn't tell you that it's time to sleep. It might be telling you that it's time to do one of those other things. And the longer that you associate your bed with just sleep and sex, the better your sleep will be. Maybe even the better that your sex will be. Something to think about. If this video was helpful for you, and I hope that it was, please like it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about mental health and PTSD. But more important than that, if this video was helpful for you, they can probably be helpful for another veteran. So I ask that you share it with them. Share it with a veteran family member, a veteran friend. Because at the end of the day, that's really what all of this is about. One veteran trying to help another.